Operations, as I explained before, as you notice, we have people that are fatigued. This is the disadvantage to taking a shitload of people on a mission, is now all of our people are tired. We have to rescue hostages. Objective Summer Sadness got overrun earlier this week, and several of the workers were dragged back to the administrative offices during the initial assault. We must go in and save those poor blokes. Look, we don't call people blokes in America, just FYI. Rescue all hostages. Drone footage is showing insurgents well dug in the facility, with several stationary machine guns positioned on avenues of assault. Be sure to move aggressively to secure the hostages without compromising your team to the enemy's coordinated fires. We're going to have a little bit of a challenge with this one, chat, because we're either going to have to send in people that are currently tired, or we're going to have to go in short a few bodies. So either way, it's not great. Either way, it's not great. Now, we know there's one hostage here. Did they mention... they don't mention how many hostages, so there's no telling how many. Oh, wait. Never mind. I think they're showing them to us. So we got one here. We got two back here. Because this is a hostage situation, though, chat, I think we're going to have to go in... I think we're going to have to go in quiet. Yeah, the G36 isn't working. It almost got Vin killed earlier today. Because the animations are working now, but the gun still doesn't shoot. And, yeah, Vin almost got blasted in the face as a result of that. So, I'm probably just going to remove the G36. I don't know why it's not working, because I double and triple checked my work, and, like, it's still just... Everything looked like it should work, and it didn't work, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know why. Seems like it doesn't cycle. Could be that. Could be that. Let me see. Is that everybody? No, it's like you and you. Alright, that's a clean slate, but I think we need to go in quiet, because it's a hostage situation. So let's slap on an AS Val. We definitely want flashbangs, because we might have to be going in. Let me see. There does not seem to be any appreciable difference between these three sites. I mean, yes, there's a little bit of a difference, but not enough that I actually care. So I'm going to base this on personal preference and go with the AS. Yeah, well, that's different though, Urst. Your Chonitis does not make you the perfect stealth character. It just makes you loud, but you don't know about it. There's a difference. There's a difference. It's not perfect stealth. I know you think it is. But it is, in fact, not perfect stealth. Alright. Okay, it was Ven that I put the AS Val on. I think we're gonna go in here. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go in here.
Here we go.
Who else are we bringing in? I'm gonna bring in Coastal. I'm basically just gonna bring in
Here we go.
whoever's not tired.
Use the boss.
Whoever's not tired.
Use the boss.
And I think that's it. We're supposed to be using 8 people. Supposed to go in with 8 people. We don't have 8 people to field currently. Unless I field either tired people or injured people. Can Urst CZ75 be suppressed? I'm pretty sure it can. Yeah. We can buy the suppressor. I think I'm going to keep his loadout, the rest of the loadout the same, though. Just because. Rather use an AKS. I mean, we can switch out the AKS. To the AKS, I mean. just to give you a little more range. Alright, if that's the case, though, let's, actually, that doesn't affect your mobility at all. Alright, fine, you can keep the musket.
Copy.
I'm going to put myself in as a form of punishment. I am putting myself in as a form of punishment. The mascot doesn't have nods. This is true, but we don't need him for this mission. Let's see. Oh yeah, you were the one that we gave the RPG to. You're right, you're right. Alright, so what I'll do then is let's go with some flashbangs. Go with the Masca, and then we can throw in... I mean, I'm thinking the AK... Well, you know, we could go with the AS Val instead. Again. The Val's gonna give us the best range for our money. Do they make plate carriers that fit your proportions? Maybe? I will say that even ladies' plate carriers don't fit me quite as well as I'd like them to. Although I don't often have a reason to be wearing a plate carrier, because I'm not operator McOperator face, so I rarely have a reason to be wearing plate carriers. I mean, let me rephrase that. As of this moment, I have never had a legitimate reason to be wearing a plate carrier other than cosplay or just fucking around. Alright. Same deal here. We're gonna throw on the AS Val for postal, put the sight on it. I think we're good with all that. I will switch out your grenades for that. Grendler, same story. We're gonna give you the AS Val because that's gonna be the best for what we're doing. I'll keep you with the power saw though. Okay, the Masca helm is not really gonna hurt your mobility, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that on you. Erst has already got the AKS. Erst, are you sure you want the AKS and not the Val? Sloped plates for women would give them an edge. Yeah, sure. Let's slope the plates so that it directs all the bullets into my legs and my hips instead of my chest. That's a great idea. Great idea. Alright. So we got the Vals across the board. We're gonna need somebody with an explosive. I mean, might as well be Erst. Maybe not because of the mobility. See, I wish... Here's the thing. I wish that the mobility was not affected. So, like... When you take the satchel charges, it reduces your mobility, but even after you use them, it still affects your mobility, which I don't like.
Here we go!
I don't like that it still affects your mobility even after you've, like, used up the charges. I feel like that's butt cheeks. Alright. So pretty much what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go in here and use the wall as protection, but this is gonna be rough with only 6 people. Because again, this is designed to be done with 8 people, and we're gonna be doing it with 6. And technically, one of these people is very tired, which is not great. But we're gonna make it work.
Back at 'em, lads!
We're gonna make it work. We're not waiting to shoot. I don't want any hesitation. I want everybody shooting to kill immediately with no hesitation. So let's go ahead and we'll move up here. I'm gonna put this like right in the middle of the wall.
Here we go!
And then let's, now, listen. I'm gonna need you to do what I asked you to do. So put the charge on the
Here
wall,
we go!
and then give me somebody else. There we go. I'm gonna do this, because I don't know if there's a QRF. Like, I don't know if there's somebody that's gonna be coming up the street. But we do have this gate up here that they can come out of, so we're gonna need at least one person to watch that angle. Alright, and then in the meantime, we'll go ahead and we'll stack up on this hole so that we can come in. That's what she said.
Getting the bombs ready!
And then we go in. Okay. So they definitely know that we're here. We just have to see what they're gonna do about it. What the hell? Oh, I saw something that was like red and green. I was like, what is that? It's a lamp. It's a lamp. Okay. I think we move up. Our man's is Ven. Yeah, that's Ven. So I think we move up Ven. Because we're watching the gate. So what I'm wondering is, yeah, I was hoping we could get a grenade over here to the sandbags, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to. So can we instead how's your baseball arm? Oh, all right. That'll work. Hit him with the fire. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be somebody over here as well, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop that over there. Okay. Fire is doing fire things. Now I'm afraid, here's the thing that I don't like, because there's this. This machine gun is planted directly down here. So like, this is an alley of death. We cannot cross this without smoke, and I don't think I brought any smoke grenades because I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, I brought a bunch of flashbangs. I didn't bring any smoke grenades. Because dumb people do dumb things. So what I'll do is, let's bring up Ven real quick. I'm gonna see if we can high this just a little bit. I'm gonna micro it though. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. And exactly what I was trying to avoid. Alright, so we got more guys coming around this side. Okay, there we go. We took the shot on them. More guys there. So I think we pull back. I'm gonna let... Actually, you know what? I'm gonna let Postal hold this angle, and I'm gonna try to go in through the window here. So first things first, let's move up Erst and have him hold that angle still. We'll move up to the car here so that we can hold that. And can we get... Okay, so this... We're gonna have to take this down. Shit. I was hoping that would be blinds or
Here we
something.
go!
I was hoping that would be blinds or something so that I could just toss the grenade in through the window, but the problem with that is these are, I don't know, boards or something. It says drapes, but I can't just throw the grenade in there. Should go around the machinery to the north of the gun and lob a grenade onto the MG. I don't think so, because the problem is, one, this pipe goes up and around, so we wouldn't be able to get around it. But the problem is that I'd have to go in through this gate, because Van does not have any wall charges, so we can't go through the wall. He would have to go through the gate, and then he's gonna be in view of the machine gunners. We can come up behind them over here, but we've still got to clear this entire section to do that. The southern dish. Oh, yeah, I mean, in theory, if we were able to push our way through here, could come in. The only problem is we'd have to blow through this wall. So the only way to get through is you basically have to go this way and either go down here or there's a little side path on the bottom. And you can come up this direction, come up behind the Dishka. But you basically have to go through this way and then come up behind these guys. Or you have to punch through the middle and then come up behind them. Either way, you need some firepower for that. And the problem here is... Actually, where's Grimler? We can go through the fence, potentially. So I can cut this fence down with a saw. The problem is I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit through this little hole. Because otherwise we got to go up and around. But I know where the guys are. So I might be able to get them to move by chucking a grenade. That might get them to move. Might spook them out a little bit. I don't know. Okay, that's one. I'll take it. My God. The man is bulletproof. Jesus.
We'll frag him to Zog!
Okay. Is he actually dead now? Because sweet Christ in heaven. Okay, good. So we got that angle. Again, people taking way too much fire. Can you shoot down the window? Potentially. Does this... Okay, no, I don't think so. Yeah, the valve does not have a suppressive fire mechanic. And I don't want to try to punch through the window, because if there's somebody in this room, they're just going to shoot me when I'm trying to break the window down. So basically, we got to hold this angle, but here's what we do. We go through the gate. We're going to move up here. See what we can see. We got no angle there, which is good. That's like, I don't want to see anything. So we can hold this angle. But we know that this direction is clear, at least for now. They would have, basically, in order for them to get to us from here, they either have to go up through this fence, or they would have to be already back here, because we're holding this angle. So if they try to cross, we can take shots at them. So there's no way for them to get up here. What I want to try to do now is we want to clear this small building so that there's no threat from here. Then we sweep our way through this. I'm going to have to bring my donkey ass along to help with that, and we're just going to have to hope that there's no QRF. Because if there is QRF, we're going to get shot from behind. So let's just pie the window. Get to the other side of the door. And let's have you face in the right direction. Kick in the door.
Use the boss.
And then I'm not seeing anything that makes me particularly concerned, but we're still going to clear this out just to be safe. Okay, I think we're clear. Outstanding. All right. Am I back to cover the hole in the wall? Yeah, we could do that. That's what I'll do. Hang you back here, and then we'll just do that. The problem, though, is that's only holding that angle. We still gotta worry about the gate. There's nothing we can do about that, though. I just don't have enough people. If I had the extra 2 people that I was supposed to bring along, we might be able to do something with that, but making do with what we got. Give me a grenade in here. And then, just for funsies, can I get a flash in there?
Bang out.
Okay, doesn't sound like there's anybody in there. We didn't get any audios. But I'm still gonna clear it anyway. Okay, there we go. They know what's up. And I'm not able to go in through that window, so I guess we'll go the long way around. Just gonna hold this angle. Just gonna hold this angle. We gotta be a little more conservative because we already got 3 people injured. And I don't want to lose anybody else. So then we'll just we'll hit some angles this direction as we move through, just to make sure there's nobody in that corner there, and it looks clear. Move up with Ven. I mean, we can probably make that happen. Let me see. First of all, I want to do this.
Frag out. Smoke
Just
one.
fuck that guy. All right. So now we've got plenty of clean angles now, which is good. We can go ahead and start moving everybody out. The last thing I want to do is double check this building with no carrion. I'm pretty sure there's nobody in here, but I'm still gonna clear it anyway, because again, these assholes will sit in a fucking corner for 10 minutes. They will sit in a corner for 10 minutes waiting on you to do something dumb. Okay, I want you here.
Here we
Reload.
go.
And then cover that angle. See, you know what? Just look in there real quick. Alright, I think we're clear. Finn is also hit, which is not great. That's okay. It's not the end of the world. Let's try and get an eye out here, see what we can see. Nothing. Alright, let me think about how I want to do this. Because I still gotta hold this angle in case they try to flank us. Who's not injured? Erst is injured, Grendler's not. No, Carrion and Vin are all injured. I mean, like it or not, I think we just gotta go in. So give me some coverage here. We'll look straight down the way. Yep, that's exactly what I was afraid of. So let's get Erst up to the door. And we'll go frag this room.
Getting the bombs ready.
So we did get an audio cue. Then go ahead and move up 2. Okay, we made our entrance to the back here. Tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you what I'm gonna fucking do. I don't know what's over there. But fuck whatever's over there. Now let's see what happens. That's like 2, 3. That was just random. I've never used the actual helicopter before, so I didn't know like what the area of effect was. But yeah, that was just total blind luck that I just happened to land that right at the feet of 2 guys. Was 100% unintentional. Okay, time to stop fiddle fucking around. I need to bring our guys up here. We're gonna do this. I want you facing this direction. Let's go ahead and hold this angle here, and then we are gonna be going in. And I will like it. So we're gonna have to breach and clear at some point. Let's go ahead and get Erst up here. I'm gonna chuck a grenade right around the corner there. Just in case. Didn't think there was anybody in there, but still wanted to double check. So move up Erst. There we go. Outstanding. Then I'm reluctant to kick in the door, but I think I'm going to. I go ahead and move up.
Here we go.
Kick the door. And pie it for me. Alright, we're clear. Do the same thing up here. It's very dangerous. It's very, very dangerous. I'll tell you what. I want a third man. I want a third man for this. Let me see. Do this. Okay, that's clean. Gonna keep it that way. Grendler, I'm gonna send you in. And let's flash out in the
Getting
corner.
the bombs ready.
So we do have enemies there. I want you in. Immediately peek that and peek that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, that could have gone bad. But our man's Grendler, he had it. He had it.
Here we go.
Now. We can do this. And we're not quite close enough to kick in the door. Now we are.
Use the boss.
Okay, I think we're clear. We are clear. Outstanding. So now, that's this building clear. We still got to clear this one. This I don't think has anybody in it, but we still got to double check. There could also potentially be enemies down here, and that's why I'm still holding this angle, just in case. So I'm going to leave the hostage there, because again, not really a big deal. Actually, I'll tell you what. Let's get Postal in here. We'll have him grab the hostage. In the meantime, we'll start clearing out. We're going to clear this small building, and then we're going to clear the building to the south. Hey, I wanted you to free the hostage.
Use
Please.
the boss.
Thank you, kind man.
Okay, so you're going to have to go out the hard way. I'll tell you what, what we'll do, we'll move up here. Let's go ahead and move forward. And then we'll do this, cover the door. Erst is going to kick it open.
Boss.
And then I want you to sweep in. Alright, we're clear. Outstanding. So, this is all clear. All of this is clear. We are good up to this point. We just need to cover this angle, sweep through the buildings, make sure it's clear. Catch till the hostage run. Now you have to escort him off the map. So what I'll do is just chuck a flashbang this way.
Throw the other part.
We did not get an audio cue. So I'm going to move up this direction to cover that angle. I'm going to have Grendler continue to hold that angle, and then we're going to come around the corner here to see what we get. Alright, it is clear. Outstanding. Out-fucking-standing. So now I want you to continue to hold this angle. We're going to get Postal to get this first hostage out the door. And then once you've done that, you can come back and give us a hand with this. In the meantime, we're going to hold that. And Erst is going to do what Erst does best and blow up a wall.
Here we go. Getting the bombs ready.
Someone behind the barrel and propane? Nah, we've got visual. Like, we can actually see here. That's just a shadow. Alright, so we'll put an Erst here. We'll cover this angle. Boom. Alright. Then we'll let Erst pie that out.
Hostage is safe.
Outstanding. Alright, so now that that's good, we can go ahead and move up on the door. Go a little closer, please.
Use the boss.
Give it a kick. We're good. So now we sweep in. And that's why you always cover your angles. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to hold this door from right here until we have a chance to clear through.
Here we go.
Grendler, give me a frag.
We's gonna blow them up.
Okay, outstanding. And because you're already in good health, I want you to just go ahead and hold that angle for me while we sweep through. I don't think there's anybody in here, but I want to be doubly sure. Trust no one, trust no angle. You guys, you've been watching. You've been watching. So you already know. Trust no angle, trust no shitter. They are all meant to be dangerous. No toilet can be trusted. Alright, we are slowly, ever so slowly, making our way through. And again, this would be a little bit easier if we had more people, but it's my fault for getting you guys all exhausted. There you go. I kicked the door, by the way. Okay, can we jump this? We cannot, in fact, jump this. Alright. Does anybody have, like, an actual grenade left? We got one grenade. Oh. Yeah? Yeah, Postal's been holding that angle, so he's actually got a lot of stuff on him. That's good, that's good. SciMage says, so no more Saturday streams. Also, hi. Well, good to see you, SciMage. And to answer your question, you are correct. We are not doing Saturday streams anymore just because I got a new job, and as a direct result of that new job, I don't have Saturdays off anymore. So we are now doing streams on Sundays. As you got... Let me zoom out so you're not getting engine noises. But yeah, we're doing streams, same time, same place, but we're doing it on Sundays instead of Saturdays because I now have Sundays and Mondays off. But yeah, I'm glad to see you. Hopefully the weekend's been treating you well. You have been out for a little while, but as always, we're always glad to have folks coming back. So yeah, from now on, if you want to catch me live, you'll have to do it on Sundays. But we're still starting at 12 noon Central Time, like always. So that has not changed, and we're still streaming for roughly the same amount of time each week. Travis says, alright, gotta get my shit together for another fun-filled day of work. Alright, Travis, well, thanks for hanging out with us before you went to work. We do appreciate it, especially getting up so early to come hang out with us for a little while. And hopefully you have a quick and uneventful day at work so you can get back to relaxing at home. Might actually be able to get to Sunday streams more often than Saturday. Not often, but more likely. Well, again, I've said before, you know, whether you spend 5 minutes or 5 hours in the stream with us, I appreciate every single second. And don't forget, the VODs are always going to be there, as well as the YouTube archive. So even if you can't catch us live, I always try to provide the content so you guys can still keep up and be a part of the community, even if you're not able to be here. I know it's a little inconvenient because I only stream 1 day a week. But I still want you guys that aren't able to be here with us to be able to experience that content too. And speaking of the content, we're playing some Door Kickers 2 today, and I'm about to blow up some stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm not even gonna use a grenade. What I'm gonna do, there we go. I'll bring up Postal, and what I'm gonna do is when I get here, I'm gonna use the hind again. I'm gonna drop it right there. I'm gonna drop it on the propane tank and hopefully make a hole in the wall. Okay, that definitely did the job. That definitely did the job. So first thing we're going to do is pie that opening. Make sure that we are 100% on everything that we've got going on. No. I need... There we go. You do that. Nice. Nice. We're getting the drop on them, Chet. They don't even know we're there. We just smoked like 4 dudes shooting them in the back. You love to see it. Alright, now with that out of the way, let's go ahead and push our south team up. And while they're doing that, we are going to make entry. No, stop it. I want you going up this way. Postal, I want you going this way. And Grendler, I want you pointing that direction just to see if there's anybody else in here. Okay, we are clean. So now we go in. And then next up, because this is the only direction for these guys to go, we are about to get some door kicking action. Shit. I'm gonna kick the shit out of these doors. Just wait. So first we gotta do that. Okay. Next up, we're gonna move the rest of the team. I want you to peek that real quick. Okay, we're good. Rest of the South squad. There we go. That's why you always double check. So we don't have any hostages in that room, but unfortunately Erst is out of grenades. Vin's still got his full combat load, though. I feel like taking cover behind a propane tank is probably not a great idea, though. Oh shit. Erst, no. Absolutely not. Run away.
Here we go.
Run away. I saw that dude behind the cover with an LMG, and I was not about to let that happen. Alright. So we're gonna have to be a little choosy about how we do this. Thankfully, Vin has been practicing in the bullpen because, Jesus, that arm. Well, that definitely did the job. God, all of you guys are injured. Like, I'm trying not to get you killed. I'm trying not to get you killed. Alright, so here's what we do. Time for double dynamic entry.
The boss? Who is getting shot up?
That was not as smooth as I was hoping it was gonna be. Alright, go ahead and hold this angle. In the meantime, I want you holding this angle. What do we got? I know we got somebody else in here. There's no fucking way we don't have somebody else in here. Really? Okay, hold up. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Okay. How about that? Starting to feel tired. Might take a nap. Alright, Mars. I mean, again, you are under no obligation to watch the stream, ever. If you are tired, take a nap. If you are hungry, go get something to eat. I go out of my way to make sure that you guys have access to all the streams, even if you're not here live. So never, ever, ever put yourself or your well-being in jeopardy in order to be here. It is not a requirement. I appreciate it, but don't feel like you have to do that. Because you absolutely do not. Now, you say that, Capsty, but if there's no monkey to put on the show, then what are you guys gonna watch on Sunday? Alright, we are gonna put 3 guns on this doorway. Starting with Erst. Then we'll bring up Van. Alright, there we go. We got 3 guns on this door. So we know it's clear. Let's get my mans right up here. And then let's hit it with a saw. Actually, you know what? No. Let's hit it with a saw.
Go.
Because we don't get enough opportunities to use that power saw. Dynamic entry.
Good job.
Worth
Mission
it.
complete.
But I like you and I'm killing Capellans. I mean, those are both good things. But again, if you need a nap, take a nap. If it's a Sunday for you and you're on the weekend and you got all the time to yourself, take a nap. Get some sleep. If you are falling asleep, it's because your body is telling you that you need some sleep. As somebody who has been dealing with insomnia for almost a decade, trust me on this one. Trust me. Well, it was not our best work. Again, a lot of people got hit, but everybody survived, and we got some kills. 35 kills, no hostages lost, no civilian casualties, no KIA. They should all go so well. Still stinging about Maggie. Jimmer who does not eat when she should, telling us to eat on time. Correct. Do as I say, not as I do.
The time has come.
And so have I. Oh no. And Vin and Bellandre with big time double raids coming in. Good
The time has
gravy.
come.
What? And so have I. Look here, Vin. Somehow I know this is your fault. I don't know why, but I know this is your fault. But thank you guys for the big time raid from both of you, and of course, we appreciate you coming over, bringing your people over with you. In addition to that, I know some of you are probably new to the stream, so for those of you guys that do not know me, my name is Maria Miran, and we play a lot of strategy, tactical games here. This is what we affectionately refer to as the cult of bad tactical decisions, and I am absolutely living up to that today. I have accidentally blue-on-blued one of our people and killed them with a grenade because I'm an idiot. But we got a tradition around here. So let me give the traditional shout-outs for those of you that go out of your way to raid us. So it looks like Vin was playing some Warframe while also watching the stream. Shame on you. You should have been giving your friends your undivided attention instead of trying to watch my stream while you play Warframe. And let's see, we got Belendre as well, so let me give you the shout out as well. So that way we can be fair and balanced. Looks like you were also playing Warframe, so I guess you guys were playing together. Had it open in the background. Look. We've had this discussion, Dan. We've had this discussion. Prioritize your friends, not me. Go hang out with your friends, play games with your friends. Anyway, but Belendre, welcome as well for you and your community. Always glad to have new folks coming over. I know it's your first time here, or at least I feel like it's your first time here since you first time chatted today. But we're always glad to have new folks coming over and, of course, grabbing new converts to the cult of bad tactical decisions. Today, we're playing a little bit of Door Kickers 2, which is a top-down, I guess, CQB tactical type of game. It is styled very, very much on the global war on terror and the kind of house-to-house, door-to-door kind of fighting. We just finished up another operation. This is we're playing mostly on Iron Man, and I have made a custom mod pack for this game that has custom portraits for all of the folks. All of the soldiers are folks from the community. So we're trying to have a good time, trying to get some combat in, and I'm trying not to get anybody killed. Although, again, as I said before, I did accidentally blue somebody earlier. It's an excuse to kill chatters by accident. Listen, RPF, that was an accident. It was an accident. I did the dumb thing, and somebody else paid the price, and I'm still salty about it, okay? I'm still not happy about that, and no amount of good operations is ever gonna get rid of the fact that I'm the one that put that nade there, alright? I have to live with that. I have to live with that. Anyway, let's see. We got Ro promoted to sub-gifter, Capsty promoted to sub-gifter as well, and Erst being promoted to tier 1 sub. We do have some folks back off of the bench now that they're not tired. Only one rule, suffer not the badgeless. Disagree. Strong disagree, Grey Figure. But of course, Ven and all of his instigation and the rest of you donkeys out here constantly trying to get people to gift subs. Y'all need to cut that out. Y'all need to cut that out. But, as if to further highlight my point, Troubleshooter gifting a sub to Belindre. By the way, if I'm not pronouncing that name, let me know if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly, because I only speak two God, I cannot words today to save my life. I only speak 2 languages, English and bad English. So, like, names on the internet is not good for me. So, let me know if I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm just going with the way it's spelled. I've been saying it correctly. Vin just calls me Bells, though, so you can do that if you wish. That's probably easier for me, because my brain doesn't like random assortments of letters. Well, it's not random. But it's not a familiar assortment of letters. And I don't call Vin his full name either, because it sounds too much like an STD. Yeah? And I don't know if he did that on purpose. So I will call you Bell. But thank you, Bells, once again, for the raid. And Vin as well. Vin also gifted 100 Bezos, but saying the cult shall not be swayed by the boss's words. Bullshit. Don't you try me. I will give you the bop. Our cause is just, the heresy must be stamped out. Look. You guys and your nonsense. No, that's a good question, Hurst. So, Bells, since it is your first time here, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell the community a little bit about yourself while I get us into this next operation. So that way, the folks here in the community that may not be familiar with you might come over and give you some of their valuable minutes on this earth when they're not hanging out with me. Obviously, you play Warframe, but is there anything else that you're interested in? Because I have many hours in Warframe. I don't play it anymore, but even so, I am familiar with the game. Or at least one time I was familiar with the game. And Bruce, they're paying forward their gift sub as well by gifting a sub to Wife Man. Well, that's a name. Wife Man. But thank you, Brewster Buffalo, for the massive generosity and the massive chicken as well. And of course, Wife Man, welcome to the cult of bad tactical decisions, where we have only one flavor of Kool-Aid, but it is Ecto Cooler. Ben says I was reteaching her how to play, or at least trying to. Well, I mean, depending on how long you've been out of the game. I mean, like, for me, I would probably never go back today because so much has changed in the years since I stopped playing Warframe. I feel like I'd have to relearn the entire game over again. But let's see. The last time I played Warframe regularly was... Oh, now I can't remember the name. The one where they added the second open world. I think it was, the one where it was ice. I forget, was that Venus? Or was that Mars? I don't remember. Fortuna, that's what it was. Yeah. Orb Valis Fortuna. Yeah, I played through some of that update, and then life got in the way, and I just never went back to Warframe after that. Bell says, I've mostly been playing cozy games and Final Fantasy XIV. Of course. Because everybody plays Final Fantasy XIV. However, I like to try out whatever I can get my hands on, rather sheltered when it comes to gaming. Spent too much of my life on WoW. I mean, there's plenty of stuff out there. I definitely play a lot more like military and strategy themed stuff. But I like to explore new games too. So definitely if you're interested in suggestions, I know my chat will give you 1,000 suggestions completely unsolicited. So if you're curious about new games, and I'm a big indie game fan as well, like this, Door Kickers 2, it's an indie game, you can pick it up for 25 bucks on Steam. I've been having a lot of fun with it. There's a spider frame coming in June. I mean, you say that like I should be excited. I don't like spiders. Where the bad tactics come from. Correct. Yeah, I play a lot of tactical games, thus the bad tactical decisions. Anyway, chat, we've got phase 3 of this operation. We gotta do some bomb defusal. It's also a night mission. We gotta disarm all bombs and eliminate all the terrorists, because obviously if we leave them alive, they're just gonna rearm the bombs. So this one might be a little bit tough, because it's gonna be big, and since we have not done a bomb defusal mission before, we're gonna be on a time limit. And it's going to be a very, very strict time limit. We're going to have like maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes tops. And we're going to have to get in here and get all of these bombs defused before they go off. Need to make dinner, make sure my kids eat. So lurk for now and return after. Alright, Bells. Well, thanks for dropping by. And even if you can't hang out with us, I do appreciate your time. I do appreciate the raid. Of course, I will try to take care of your people as best I can. But go take care of yourself, take care of your family first. I tell all my people, I am not important enough to put yourself or anything else behind me. So go do your family thing, and if we're still live, we'll see you when you get back. If not, then have an outstanding rest of your weekend. Let's see. Amidst the chaos of the initial assault and first day response, the insurgents were able to capture the Sal Salad. Sal Salad? The Sal Salad. Sal Salad Water Filtration Center. Yes, I know that's not how to pronounce it. I'm doing it that way on purpose. Drone footage has shown several large containers being carried in, which Intel believes to be bombs. If they detonate, the entire region will be without clean drinking water. Neutralize all hostiles on site and disarm the bombs. We have the element of surprise and the technological advantage of night vision. Capitalize on this to retake the facility. There's a lot riding on this one. I mean, yeah, clearly. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 minutes. Obviously, it's not 2 minutes all in, it's 2 minutes in real time, so we can still pause. They have thankfully shown us where all 3 bombs are, but we're gonna have to get to all 3 of them and disarm them within 2 minutes, and that's gonna be really tough. Especially this one, because this is in a building and there's a lot of angles that they could get us from trying to get in here. This one's not too bad, this one's not too bad. This is the one that scares me. Alright, Black Hydra. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, as always. Appreciate the time that you chose to spend with us. And I do hope you have an outstanding rest of your weekend and a good week as well, since I know it's getting to be the end of the weekend for some people. Although, if you're in the U.S., hopefully you've got Memorial Day off tomorrow. Alright, Mars. Thanks for hanging out. Go get you some sleep. Again, clearly your body needs it. Go get you some rest. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out how we want to do this. So there's no mobility limitations, which is good. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to take Arrakis with an LMG on this one, we're gonna have to move fast. So, if we're taking Arrakis, we're gonna have to give him something besides an LMG. We're gonna need him to be a little more mobile. So I think since the Val is already up, I mean, maybe we don't go with the Val. Maybe we go with it, because the Val has a little less range. The AK has got longer range, so maybe we go in with the AKs instead. Sick for 6 weeks, so who needs a sleep schedule anyway? Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. I think we go in with the AKs, to be honest with you. We definitely want the nods, so let's put on the right helmet for the job. Again, we're gonna need mobility. We are gonna need mobility.
we go.
I think Crappy will be okay. He might be useful as a sniper through some of these long angles, like this fence. Because if we can get him up here, through the building, and then come out here, he can hold this long angle while we try to defuse the bomb. In the meantime, I think we're good on this. We'll keep everything the way we've got it. We just need to go with that. We don't have to worry about civilians, so we're going to take more grenades rather than flashbangs. So give my man some grenades here. Keep you with what we got. And then with 200 Bezos bucks saying, oops. Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here with that Vin. Trying to oops me. I mean, it should work at mid-range Crappy. I just don't know how the game handles it in terms of, like, is it treating it like a sniper rifle or a marksman rifle? That's the only thing that matters, mechanically speaking. But thank you for the 200 Bezos bucks, Vin. I do appreciate it. Let's see. We need the nods as well for Grendler. Although, we did take Grendler on the last mission, so never mind. Get out of here, Grendler. We're gonna take static charge instead.
Here we go.
Okay, we got all that. Make sure we get the nods on you as well. Everybody good on that one? Actually, we could probably run more people than this, but I'm not going to. Just because I don't want everybody to be exhausted again like we did last time. Alright, so put the nods on you, give you some regular grenades. Actually, you know what? As the machine gun wizard, I'm gonna give you some smoke grenades. Booba Streamer, get out of here.
Use the boss.
BLM's going in instead. Okay, we got King Panzer. We need to swap out the optic, give you the nods, give you regular grenades. We got EW, same story. I'm gonna, you know what? What do we got? Do we have any locked doors that I need to worry about? No, not really. Okay, good. So then let's swap out the optic, and I'm gonna give you... I'm just gonna give you regular grenades. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, so one of these folks I need to give smoke grenades to. I think I'm gonna give them to Crappy, since he's the marksman. Good old XCOM Long War exhaustion game. Yeah, it's only on operations, though, which... It's an interesting dynamic, but it can sometimes be a pain. Okay, tell you what, Static, I'm gonna give you the short barrel version on this because we're gonna be in close quarters coming through these buildings. Shit. Alright, another thing we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to dynamic hammer this. Because we do have a locked door here, and instead of kicking our way through it, I'm just gonna hammer that door. We might have to do the same thing here, because nobody's got a saw. Alright. So BLM's gonna get the hammer. I think we go, chat. Had sushi for sister's 21st. If I rack out, I can't be blamed. I mean, sushi sounds pretty good. Sushi sounds pretty good. But, here we go, chat. Here's hoping.
We're back for another go.
Okay. So, Static, get in there. We're basically just gonna have to charge it in. And I don't like that, but we don't have a lot of options at the moment.
Here we go.
Actually, you know what? Hold up. Yeah, there we go. Outstanding. So we got to immediately kick the door. Let me see. Static, give me that turn here. We're gonna go this way. I want you there. Actually, you know what? I want you here to cover that angle. And then we're gonna do this. Give me the dynamic hammer, and we need to start moving our people up on this side as well. Shit's about to get hairy, boys. Shit is about to get hairy. I want you hammering right
Here we
here.
go!
God, this is gonna suck. Okay. So first things first, I'm the realist. We gotta move up. We gotta get over here and immediately start
Here
defusing
we
the
go!
bomb. We did okay on the entry on this one. We just gotta hold the angle. I don't want you to be seen, so we're not gonna do that. Instead, I want you right here. There we go. I kind of want to clear this room, but I also kind of just want to bypass it so we can move. Bust it open. Outstanding. Where is that coming from? Okay, we got a guy way over there. Oh, dicks. Okay, outstanding. So, in case you didn't see it, this dude had an RPG and he was lining up a shot. And they took him down before he could get the rocket off. Because I don't know if the fence would block that. So, we got very, very lucky on that one. Alright, we gotta push through. We don't really have time to play games. Who has my hammer? Who has my hammer? There you go. Static has the hammer. Outstanding. I don't know if we're gonna be able to hammer this door. I hope we can. Let me get up here. And let's get over here. Gotta take up some positions here, and then I gotta... hell. Chet, I don't think we can get through that door. I don't think we can get through that gate. And there's no other way around, because we can't go this way. Oh, fuck. We got a problem. We got a big problem, Chet. Yeah, I got no way to get through this gate. Because even with explosives, we can't get through the gate. Shit. Yeah, tool cannot be used here. Take out a wall. I mean, we don't have... All we have is grenades. We don't have any wall charges. I can try a grenade. That's the best I can do. You guys back it up.
We'll go.
And I want you to also back up. Please blow open this wall or the fence or
We's gonna
something.
blow them up!
Because if not, I literally can't do anything.
Job's a good
Yeah,
one,
I
boss!
can't get through. I can't fucking get through. Shit. Alright, we got problems, Chad. We got big problems. We got big problems. I think we're gonna fail. And the reason I think we're gonna fail is because in order for this to work, I need this team to sweep up into this building to get this bomb. And I need this team to sweep into this to get this bomb. I can't split them up. Because I got too many angles to cover for just 4 guys. And I just, like, I don't know what to do in this situation. Just speed running. I wish it was that simple. Alright, who else has got my smoke grenades? Okay, smoke grenades here. I'm gonna smoke there.
Hold on to the pin. Throw the other part.
I'm hoping we can blow that up.
We's gonna blow
Okay.
them up.
Outstanding. So we got our entry here. But I still don't know how we get down to this bomb without... Like, there's no way to get through the gate. I'm just like, I'm racking my brain right now for like, how do we get through the gate? And I don't have an answer. Can they run around? No, there's no way to get through. It's just this gate. Like, I can't go up here, I can't go down here. We can't go back through here because this is all blocked off, so like, there's no way through. It's just this gate. Helo strike, I didn't bring it. Didn't bring a single wall charge. No, I did not bring a single wall charge. Because I was assuming we could get through it with the hammer. I was assuming we could get through the gate with the hammer, so I was like, okay, we got the hammer. We can go ahead and just kick that through, but we can't fucking do it. Son of a bitch. Like, there's literally nothing that I can do. I cannot get through the gate. There is no way through the gate. No way to restart. No way to restart. It's Iron Man. I mean, I could try Alt F4ing the game and maybe fix it that way, but like that feels kind of like save scumming. Can the other team bust them out? No, because they don't have any tools to bust through the gate either. I think we Alt F4. Hold on. Let's go back to the office. I hate to do it, but like in this case, nah, wife, man. Unfortunately, I already tried a frag grenade and it did not work. It didn't blow up the fence, it didn't blow up the wall, and it didn't blow up the gate. Like, there was it should have broken something, and it just didn't. Like, I don't even know. Yeah, or climbable. I'd be okay with that too, but there's literally no way through the fence. There's literally no way through the fence. Oh my good Lord Jesus. Yeah, that's my fault, chat. I mean, I already Alt F4'd it, but like that's my issue is like in a situation like that where I'm literally gonna fail the mission because for some reason I can't use a freaking halogen bar to break through a metal grate. Like, that's bullshit. That is not me giving up. That is the game literally not making sense.